In Murrindindi Shire, it's business as unusual, and right now our local businesses need you. Every dollar you spend locally helps business owners support their family, other businesses and you. Shop local, shop Dindi. Visit dindidirectory.com.au.
Welcome to Dindi Live, presented by Murrindindi Shire Council. Simulcast on UGFM in your local area.
Hi everybody, and welcome to another instalment of Dindi Live, bringing the arts of Murrindindi to you in your home. This week we'll be featuring the legendary Marysville pianist Daryl Hull, and after Daryl we'll be having a chat with Bruno Torse from Bruno's Art and Sculpture Garden. So please stick with us and enjoy the show.
Dindi Live would like to introduce pianist Daryl Hull.
Hello there. My name's Daryl Hull. I'm a resident of Marysville. Fourth generation, always pleased to say that. Been playing the piano pretty well all my life, mainly by ear. So what I'm about to do are a few improvisations, which means forgive the bum notes. We'll try and keep those out. What I've done with this is split the piano so the bass is actually playing that kind of noise, like a bass, with the piano over the top. Away we go. No idea what the hands are going to do this time. I'll just start playing notes. We'll just call it an improvisation, although its spirit might be a little darker. Don't know what that was, really. Oh, again, I have no real idea what I want to do, except for something sounding perhaps a little Bach-like. I can't read music to save myself, but I love listening to it. So I'll have a go. Did you hear that clangor right in the middle? Thank you, everyone, for your indulgence and for listening to me. I'll make this my last one. Just a few chords that I like. Goodbye.
Up next on Dindi Live, Bruno Torfs from Bruno's Art and Sculpture Garden in Marysville.
Welcome to Dindi Live. My name is Bruno Torfs. We run the Sculpture Garden in Marysville, and we're here for 23 years, and altogether been a wonderful experience.
Why do you make art?
Doing what I'm doing, to me, is paradise on earth. Finding this place so beautiful, it all makes that very inspiring to me. So working in clay, making sculptures, receiving visitors, they're all things I really love doing.
Why did you choose sculpture?
The passion for art started for me when I was really, really young. Why? Because it really runs in the family. As a father being professional artist, it's somewhere in the blood, that's the way people say. But I found my passion in the clay, working in 3D. And I realized it was quite a magical thing to start doing it. And it all came quite naturally. I didn't follow any schooling or so I really started enjoying, and things start getting good because I could sell my artwork, and my passion for art had been there all the time. So I'm so glad I can make a living from it and share with people what we're doing here.
Where were you working before coming to Marysville?
Before migrating to Australia, which is 23 years from now, I was living in Belgium. And before that, in South America. I was born there till my 15 when my parents moved back to Belgium, the place where they sort of belong with the family. But I was doing a songwriting job, which is also a bit artistic, but not completely what I wanted. So I took something more adventurous, start traveling the world, give up my job, of course, start traveling the world, sketching people, seeing new places. Altogether was just incredible thing to do. And coming back home, I started doing my artwork in clay, paintings, and exhibiting, and the money came in. So,
How did you end up in Marysville?
how did I end up in Marysville? That is a very interesting story. It all started with a very clear vision that I had when I was about 14 years old, as a young man living in South America. And I saw my future in a very quick way. It all like little pictures. And I thought, this is interesting. I write it down. You never know. It looks so real what's there. Maybe something for the future, but I forgot all about it. And till my sister came to live in Australia. From there on, I remember my prediction that was in my diary book. One day I will come live in Australia in this small village surrounded by mountains, little stream at the back of the property next to sort of a football ground. And I said, well, this is real. And we found a place, and I could not believe it because it was the first place we really stopped to look at something. And it was right here.
What do you love about the place you live?
What I like being here is the pristine nature. Living close to a little stream, I always dreamed about that. The bush, the smell. And being a small village, Marysville, it's so beautiful to know everybody and connect with them. It feels really familiar rather than in a city. On and on and on. To me, this is a little paradise. Very inspiring. Beautiful place to be. I wouldn't like to change for any other place.
Does nature influence your work?
To be surrounded by this beautiful nature, it really inspired me to the way that I combine my sculpture, integrating in the bush, along the river, on the trees. You find shapes, trunks, on and on and on. It's so suitable, but what I wanted to do, being in nature and doing my artwork, it's just wonderful.
How do you get your inspiration?
People always ask me, how you start something, how you get your inspiration? Well, I never had problem with that because it's everywhere. Like I mentioned before, trunks. You just look at them. You add a bit of clay. You find maybe even a laptop. You can create something that with a bit of fun, something humorous. So anything that people, my visitors, they're the big source of inspiration. Just looking at all these different faces and you add something to it and they look like they're there for you in the garden. Like it's so many things around that gives you inspiration. Barks, leaves, anything, flowers.
What have you currently been working on?
Now, even a virus can be a source of inspiration. And to mention Rona in ISO or Rona in quarantine, this is the title of my last sculpture, and we can show you later. Even the coronavirus is inspiring, so why not use life, anything, what happened can be an inspiration.
Thanks so much to Daryl Hull and Bruno Torfs, and thanks to you for listening and supporting local. Make sure you tune in to Dindi Live every week at 6:30 p.m. on Friday on the Murrindindi Shire Council Facebook page.